Then Skylar still needs to give me one as well. That's 3 more successes.
Far so good.
6, 8, 10,
Watch Skylar
12.
get all failure.
So what we were on these 3d20s for?
You'll see. 6, 8, 10, 12.
I want to charge
15,
ahead into
16,
the room.
18. Don't worry. I know what you'll do. I've accounted for it.
Have you really?
I actually have, because I didn't know you were going to do this last time. I have now accounted for it in this entire week of planning.
Wait, have you? Let me ask you, and I want full honesty.
Yeah.
Have you changed something about the dungeon because of how I am playing?
No.
No?
No.
Damn, I was kind of hoping you'd say yes, so I could be like, "You metagamed."
No, I would not do that. The only things...
I mean, he could have said it's just an adaptive dungeon.
I was just asking so that I could make the joke. Honestly, when a DM does it, as long as it's not just to absolutely stomp on the player, it's not metagaming to me.
See, that's the thing. I do not want to completely stomp on you guys because you have bypassed everything that I have had planned, which is okay. Don't act like we don't go. Don't act like we do everything you have planned.
It's almost like I had an idea, and I was like, maybe I could just start bypassing a bunch of his shit.
I mean,
so I just started running, and I started bypassing a bunch of your shit, and I was like, this is how it feels.
Yeah, the teleporters are on a...
I thought you were just...
The teleporters are on a 3-minute timer, and with you running through all of it, there's only been like 3 teleports. Also, the recording has started.
My laptop's being stupid.
So it's like its owner.
Roll that absolutely nothing because we don't have an intro for this because it was a one shot. We should make a one shot intro in the future. Not
drop that metal
specifically.
Pipe. Yeah, not
like
specifically
a single
for.
One shot.
Yeah, like.
But just in general.
Of our stupid bullcrap, yeah. I mean, I'll do it.
His Skylar flip flop the slash and the R.
Just have an outro or just have an intro ready for the one shots.
I mean, did you guys see what I did with the thumbnail?
No.
Because I uploaded part 1 today.
But I'm going to look now.
You can't watch the video until after session.
I'm just looking on your channel.
Oh my god, did you put like a spoiler in there?
There's things you can't see.
Oh wait, yeah, because of you're just straight recording your own screen.
Yeah. And okay, so Skylar only has 1 success.
Jeez, what the fuck is wrong with my laptop?
So that is...
What the fuck is wrong with your rolls?
They're on a phone.
10. So that is... God.
273 damage.
20...
What the fuck?
I succeeded. Yeah. I succeeded, so that's half. That already is half.
Let me do some quick maths.
I'm really happy you guys haven't ended up in a situation like that.
What?
Where like I give you guys a ridiculous number stat and one of like damage stat and one of you is like I succeeded, so I take half of that and I get to be like, that is half.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Are you boys ready?
I think so, but I don't know about y'all. But is Spencer cutting out a little bit?
Okay. Are we good?
Okay, you came through on that. Okay, well, okay, you're still coming through good.
I have a small penis.
Are you really sure you want that to be in the intro? Well, in the video.
I don't care. It's not like anybody's gonna see it but you guys.
Look at Spencer not hoping that we get people to start watching.
No, that's not what I was talking about. Only you guys get to see the
Oh.
penis.
Backroom chatter. Shrimp rating coming soon.
By the way, for the recording purpose, I am a little sick, so I will mute to cough.
I'm a little sick too. Sick in the head.
Oh, we know.
All right.
Anyway.
You're in, Spencer.
If I start cutting out, just let me know.
Cannot do.
So, to pick up where we left off, the 6 of you were in a tavern, having a nice time, just hanging out, getting to reconvene, and you were approached by this little rock gnome, older gentleman, named Travas Hamwilling, who brought you to a cave filled with secrets. He said there was a lot of money in the bottom of the cave, and you all followed, while Sakuna just kind of left because he had other things to do.
You're kind of like, I'm out. Look, guys, I know we've been adventuring for years, but like, peace.
Like, I got personal business, I gotta go. And
Which, like, really, guys, we may have to kick him out of the group because we've been adventuring for years now. I'm pretty sure we're personal business.
yeah, 5 years, yeah. So as you guys get to the cave, Rav just kind of dies after stepping on a trap he didn't know was there.
So I've got trapped.
Yeah. I forgot to mute. So you all just kind of enter the cave. Reginald just kind of runs through the whole thing. But that does work to your advantage. But we pick up where Simone has just teleported back to the beginning, and Alyx and Crowley, you see a backpack sitting where he was. And Reginald and Rangrim, you are just at the end of the hallway, just waiting for your friends. You may pick up and start where you want.
I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna run in.
I'm gonna book it down to the end of the hall.
Okay. Simone is gonna catch up with you guys, pick up his stuff, kind of meet up with y'all. Crowley, are you gonna move your stuff?
I'm still just on my phone. I can't really.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Just throw them off the map.
Work. It's got Wi-Fi now, but it's acting like it can't do nothing.
I want to go.
Well, you have make a, what is it? Athletics to athletics check? Because you are
Give me
on
one moment.
you are on the back of your partner. If you're still holding him, Barnes.
Yeah, I still get.
I would I'd like to cast Charm Person.
Oh, okay.
And I am do I Nah, I'm just gonna cast it at first.
Okay. What does he have to make for it? Wisdom saving throw.
He's got to make an 18.
18 wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
So Barnes, roll that. You are
Let me down.
completely charmed by your partner.
I'm down.
And I'm gonna take off.
Okay, you hit the wall. Like what you can see right now is a enclosed, like this is the end of the hallway. You see nothing at this moment.
Okay. So I run into the wall, and I think then I'm just gonna look around and be like, "Wait, there's nowhere else to go." Guys, there's nowhere else to go.
Do the rest of you do anything?
Well, then tell me where it is.
I didn't say yeah. It's just not really talking.
Roll a investigation.
Okay, go
Yeah, I
for
was
it.
gonna say I'm going to.
You can make separate well, okay, never mind. I was gonna say you can make
Yeah,
separate
I'll
checks
just
or
leave
one
him.
with advantage.
I'll just let him do it then.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So sorry. So as you step up to your partner, kind of pushing him out of the way, your dwarven eyes, because you were a
Oh, my
mountain
bad.
dwarf, right?
Yeah,
As you
I
are,
have a good 60 feet.
yeah, as you are just kind of looking around, checking the walls, making sure everything's okay, you see this little flash of arcane energy, and there is maybe a 3-foot hole, like a 3-foot circle that is covered with illusion. Just in like where your partner is standing, it is right in front of him on that wall.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move him out my way. So I can
Ooh-wee.
investigate.
Okay.
What are you doing? It's not gonna run on there.
What would you like to do,
The
Barnes?
Xbox is more powerful.
Okay. So first off, I'm gonna stab Skylar.
Why?
Cause I'm getting nothing but feedback from him.
Yeah, I hear a lot from Skylar.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
And I'm going to so I'm gonna investigate it. I'm gonna put my hand in it.
You're gonna put your hand in
Actually,
it?
yeah,
you sure about that?
I'm gonna take the short sword I have
Okay.
and I'm gonna poke it.
Make the strength saving throw. Your short sword is taken right out of your hand. It goes into the hole and just disappears.
Hmm.
Like you felt it get ripped from your hands.
Hmm.
Well, we're short a sword now.
Hmm. Well, that didn't fucking work.
And it's big enough for each of you to go down it one by one. What is happening?
Oh, bless.
Skylar.
Sorry. I can't read what my things do on my phone.
That's the same thing. How many times?
4?
I was trying to make up the thing.
Oh, it's 6 times.
Good Lord.
Hey. Well, live life like you're dying. I'm going in the hole.
You're just jumping in?
I'm going to be the first one in today.
Okay, well, if you are willingly going in, I'm not gonna say you're gonna have to make it. But are you going head first or feet first?
Feet first. I'm smart. I'm smarter than to go head
Okay.
first.
Okay. Reginald.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I was about to say. But you kind of hold the sides of the walls, look to your friends, and
I'll see you on the other side.
you kind of push yourself in like you would at like a water slide, and you just go flying down the hole. Like this is a good
Oh shit!
30-foot long hole, just pull like the strong winds that are coming from this hole are just pulling you down.
I
Like
wasn't expecting this.
and
This is some bullshit.
you guys just hear the echo of your friend just going down this hole. This is some bullshit. And are any of you jumping in after?
I guess I'll slide in.
I'm diving in. When I realize that it kind of is like acting as a slide, can I like shell up and just slide down on my shell?
Sure.
Oh god.
As you jump in, you just floop yourself into your shell and just slide down. You feel the same way that Rangrim did. You just like feel being pulled all the way down.
I'm gonna feel bad for if there's actually I'm gonna feel bad for him if he's still standing on the other side when I come out because I am a big ass Beyblade coming down
Well,
right now.
that's gonna be the fun part. Just who's going next?
I am, and I'm playing attacks as I slide.
Alyx, because you're standing there, I'll let you go first.
Okay. I will go ahead and just kind of position myself and just.
You do the exact same thing as the other two. Well, as Barnes, because he, went feet first.
Mhm.
And you feel the winds kind of pulling. You almost feel your hair and armor just being pulled off because of the strong winds.
Oh, that's not coming.
Crowley, are you going feet or head?
Feet first.
You jump in, pull out your sax, and start playing just a very quick tune as you're being pulled down, but no one can really hear it because of the winds. You're scared the saxophone was about to leave your grip. Simone is just gonna follow right behind you guys. He'll do head first. He's like, yep, this is gonna be alright. Foosh.
Ooh,
Let's complete dive right into it.
hang on,
Yeah.
Spencer.
Huh?
I like. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, I'm revealing the rest of the map, or at least what's down here. And as each of you come out, Rangrim, you kind of actually, okay, I'll say you come
Right.
out. I'll say you come out just fine. Like you land on your feet. You're like looking around the area, and you hear the shell coming behind you. I'll let you make a dexterity save to avoid your partner.
Oh, shite.
Okay, so you quickly move out of the way,
I just step aside and just. Whew.
and Garrett, do you want to bounce as you come out?
I was about to say I go like plink, plink,
Yeah,
plink, plink.
you just kind of bounce around the room for a second and then come back.
I am dizzy.
Well, no shit, I would be too.
Alyx, you come out of the slide just fine. A little like you feel something in your leg kind of shift as you land, but you're fine. I'll let you make a dexterity save for Crowley flying behind you.
Alright, hold on. Dexterity saving throw.
All you hear is out of nowhere, careless whisper suddenly getting louder and louder.
Yep. So you step out of the way, and you can hear the saxophone coming.
Would it
Bruh.
even be a saxophone?
Yeah. It would be a close enough to this age kind of saxophone. I don't know how well Garrett wants to make that a part of things.
It's just some fucking bagpipes.
Oh, a saxophone's 100% exists.
Okay, good enough.
God damn it! I wanted you to just find an excuse to make it bagpipes.
I had to make a whole backstory for vehicles, but yeah.
Backwards.
To be fair,
Freedom!
did y'all have vehicles 400 years from now other than a boat?
They have them in like normal D&D. Like normal D&D has vehicles. And
This isn't normal D&D.
that's without Percival. But Simone kind of like comes out landing just fine because rogue. And
Frog.
you all have dark vision. So you see in the middle of this room, and I don't have a picture for it, but you see this green clothed suit. This man just wearing a green suit with like purple accents. He's just kind of standing like in the middle. And you hear this snap. As he does that, there are lanterns lit up around the room. Magically so. And when he does that, you see that this man is a human. Maybe you can't really tell what his age is because his face is pure white with brownish hair, kind of slicked back. And you see he has a giant smile across his face. And behind him, you see the entire back wall is filled with gold, platinum, mystery items that you haven't even seen before. There are chests full of stuff. You hear this weird looking person say, "Well, I see you've made it to the fun house."
Oh, darling, every house with me is a fun house.
Not when we're with you.
Are you he?
He just kind of looks at you, Reginald. I'm not the one who's been talking to you all this time. No. That would be my master. But he lets me have a little fun. He kind of steps up into more of the lantern light. And you can see this weirdo is a clown.
Yeah, I kind of figured already.
Mm-mm-mm.
Snexy.
Schedules.
Baboshka.
He looks at all of you and he goes, "The name's Knack. Knack Japier. It's very interesting to meet you all." Now,
I-
the Master and I have been watching you for some time. Specifically, you two, and he points to Reginald and Rangrim. You two have made quite the stir in this town, or at least this part of the world. You with your little bike that was made for you by the Great Hand.
And
Well, you know, the Great Master who makes vehicles. But if I recall, you actually made your bike yourself. Is that right?
well, I had a little help from my father.
Oh, yes. That old man. I remember him well. He used to actually help the your father helped the man who actually makes all these vehicles. You probably met him in your past before, but it's been a long time.
Well, it probably has been a while.
He kind of looks over to Alyx and goes, "And you, Mr. Doesn't like the sun. How are you doing with all of this light, by the way? I know you're used to being in the dark."
Oh, it's not the sun.
Hmm.
I don't think I came through, did it?
A little bit.
Okay, yeah, I had a feeling that was a little too low.
And he
Well,
looks. Well,
it's not.
go ahead.
It's not the sun. So, I think I'm handling it just fine.
Hmm. He just kind of makes his eyes across Crowley. You always try to play with the cards that make you interesting, don't you? But you're nothing but just a fey-ridden nothing.
That's true. He really is.
I'm casting Charm Person
You chest.
on them.
You chest. You cast Charm Person, but there's no effect. Like, you send your energy out, but there's no effect that touches him. He just kind of moves on from you. Simone, the little semi-hybrid rogue, always trying to hide in the corners and do nothing about it. You can't even help your friends to this day. You haven't even said a few words. Simone just kind of sits there, looking down, just kind of hiding in his own little shell.
I
Now,
would like
yeah,
um I would like to cast. Let's go with. Let's go with divination. 4th level divination.
Okay.
Here I'll send it through.
Are you doing dispel magic? Or
Yeah, just regular divination. I feel that we do not have time for me to ritual cast it, so I'm just going
Yeah.
to.
you see the same as your time slows down for a second, and you see the same light and vines kind of come out of nowhere of your god, and you can ask your question.
No, I'm going to message you something super quick.
Okay.
So that what I just sent you, and then there's another thing coming through.
Yes, the squirrels know all.
I just wanted to give you that bit of lore
Oh, okay.
to kind of help.
Yeah, you didn't give me that lore for the video though, so I didn't get to use that.
My bad.
While he is contacting with his god, are any of you doing anything?
Well, my spells don't work, correct?
I am gonna
Charm person just didn't work. There was
hang on.
it
Can
seemed it seemed like there was nothing to hold on
Oh.
to.
I
Darn,
wanna
that's
I wanna
what-
check. I wanna do an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yes, I'll do the same thing and see if there's anything.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't feel shit.
You see this clown
Yes, I do.
named Knack Japier. If
And-
none of you figured that out.
No, I figured out what you were doing with the names, sir.
Okay.
I did not know what you were doing with the name.
It's Jack Napier, because that was Joker's technical first name in the first Batman movie.
Oh,
Now Spencer, because of that thing that I just said,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the question of, is there any way I do this and come out on the other side?
wow, everyone's kind of.
Yeah, are you guys just see a clown? Creatures for choice in that radius with useless. Yes, is the answer to your question.
Okay.
So
That's my one question that I have.
the
Because I think divination only has one. There's the higher version, but
Yeah.
I don't have that.
So let me see what Simone can do, just real quick. What was that art? Nope. Maybe make something for him as well. Okay, so Simone sees it.
Oh, fuck you.
Do you want me to roll an Arcana?
Sure, go for it. But I mean, Simone's about to tell you what I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't. Did I turn on the thing?
I got it. Do you want me to re-roll that?
Yeah. So, well, alright.
Natural fucking 20.
So, you.
Then you tell me, and then I can tell since I don't have
Yeah.
a player here to represent.
So, you and Simone both see this, but Nax's form just shimmers with arcane energy. Like, there is. You kind of look at him a little bit closer, and there's no actual being there. This is just an illusion.
You said so.
You may do with
Then
that as you
I
please.
would like.
Oh, hey Spencer, I think we had a miscommunication earlier. Is the reason you said it didn't, not trying to meta, but the reason you said it didn't affect anything is because you thought I was talking about charming the Jack Napier?
Yes, what were you
I was
trying to
talking
charm?
because of what he said.
You're trying to charm what?
Barnes?
Oh, yeah, no, you didn't say that.
Yeah,
Yes, I
no,
did. Did it not come through?
No, you just
no.
said
You
charm
just said
person.
I want to cast charm, and then that was it.
I don't even know how that would work because I still technically have a charm over him.
Isn't divination concentration? Is charm person concentration? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure charm person is not concentration.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't sure.
No, charm person is not concentration,
Okay.
and neither is divination.
Cool. So,
So yeah, I would still technically have a hold.
I don't know, wouldn't it fall into whose magic's tougher?
Well, that would depend on how Spencer wants to do it here. He would
have
person,
to. Yeah.
somebody could choose to fail a charm person if they are close enough to that person, and so it would kind of be up to Barnes if he wanted to even try to fight it too, or just let you try to take hold of him.
Well, it's kind of past at this moment, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like that's
Yeah.
that's where we're kind of at on that.
But, Garrett, what would you like to do with this information?
I would like to cast. Because you said it's illusionary.
Yes.
I see illusionary. I would like to cast Dispel Magic at 7th level.
Oh, shit. Okay. You don't even have to roll for that. So, how do you dispel it? Like, what is the movements to dispel it?
So just my own, not what the actual spell calls for.
Yeah, no, just whatever imaginary stuff you want to play with.
I walk forward, and in the most like the loudest booming voice that I can make, which would probably be the loudest that anyone has heard me. I just step out and go, "Begone, foul illusion! Show me your master."
Okay. Okay, so as
now, like I said, this is probably the loudest that anyone,
yeah, you all
including
You all kind of take a step back, hearing your normally quiet friend just boom his voice. And as he does that, shush, boy. As he does this, Napier, or Knack just kind of disappears. And in his place, you see an earth elemental just standing in the space behind him, eyes completely covered in white. And sitting on top of the gold, you see a very familiar rock gnome just sitting there and starts clapping. Well done. I was wondering when all of you would figure this out. And it is Trav.
So then what? Was this some sort of test to see if we were worthy of getting this prize?
Yes, actually. You are the smart one, aren't you?
I tried.
I cast hold person at 6th level.
What does he have to make for hold person?
Actually, no, I don't need to cast it at 6th level. I only need to because I'm only targeting 1. He would need to make a wisdom saving throw, which is 18.
Okay. Let me change this then.
Fuck. He meets, he beats.
So how does your hold person come across?
Could my hold person seem like it's going like when it works? That is, so that you can play with it as you feel. But when it works, it sort of works like vines because of the god that I praise.
Right. So as you,
But it's just like magic vines just appear pretty much.
As you start casting it, and vines start to appear out from behind him, he quickly, with the whip of his cane, just snaps both vines that was trying to reach for him. And he goes, wait. I'm not here to harm you. I just want to talk.
You want to talk? And I've got a question for you.
Yes, Mr. Embers.
What exactly was that little splatter show that you just showed us up there?
Well, I had to make you believe something happened to me. I was your trusted friend. Not really, I was just a guide. But I wanted to see if you guys could make it without my help. And you did! I wasn't exactly expecting you to just run headfirst throughout all of the traps. Do you know how much time it took to set those...
You're cutting out bad.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're kind of hitting.
What?
Yeah, you're kind of hitting Daft Punk levels of auto tune.
Okay, how about... Nope, not now.
In case for anything you need in the future, Spencer, you have that.
Yes, that is helpful.
That's just the basic outline there.
Dogs, shut up.
There's a bigger one that's for campaign, but...
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try and talk again, make sure it works. So as...
Sound good right now.
Will the both of you shut up?
Okay.
Not you guys, but the dogs.
Oh. Well, don't you think first?
So... And just tell me if I start cutting out again.
Mm.
Am I good?
You're good. At least for now.
Yeah, for now.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
You were saying something about you had to make a show as a
Yes.
trusted friend,
Yes.
and then he corrected himself, saying, "Well, I was more of a guy."
I wanted to make sure you could make it through all by yourself. I mean, look at you. Just a bunch of, and I mean this with all sincerity, nut jobs.
Oh, that's fucking right.
And he kind of
Hey,
looks.
don't.
He kind of looks at you, Reginald. He says, "I'm the one who's been talking to you all night. I didn't even know you could hear me from the start, but after I picked up some of your words, I figured out you could hear me. How?"
Because I wanted to.
Interesting.
I blame the rock.
I mean, maybe.
And he just kind of points. He kind of points to the earth elemental that's standing in front of him. This one tried attacking me. And you see where it got him. He does my bidding now. Hopefully you all won't make the same mistake.
So then, what exactly do you want us to do?
Well, that is up to you. I, for a long time, have been alone. My friend that I spoke of earlier, Merker, he was an old adventuring friend of mine, and when he and the others died, I was by myself. I had to live by me, and no one else. But I see all of you. I heard of your first adventure in that tavern all those years ago. And I saw all of my friends in all of you. And he's like pointing at all 6 of you. And he kind of snaps his fingers. And you see like images of all of your past adventures fighting a beholder, killing this celestial baby, fighting dragons. Yeah.
What fucking baby deserved it.
Space baby.
And you,
Space baby.
as you focus on that image, you just see your hammers just smashing into the head of that baby.
Yep.
Space baby dies.
It started with a frog, ended with a baby.
And he kind of just like turns it all off and goes, "Listen, I just need all of you to follow me. There's a great threat in the future, and I need help getting past all of it. Because I can't do it by myself. I've been looking for adventurers all this time, and each of them have failed or left. But you all stayed. You all came to this cave with me, and succeeded. But that is up to you. Because this one," and he points towards the earth elemental, "this one thought he could fight me. And this is where we are now. So, I give all of you the option." And as you look at him, you can see he's bruised. All of those d20s and stuff I had you roll was the damage that was taken to him. So he kind of steps up past the earth elemental. Steps up right there. Goes, "If you want to fight me, you better do it now. If not, join me. We can stop whatever this premonition of destruction that is coming." What would you like to do?
I say to everyone, I'd like to hear him out.
So we listen?
We've fought countless entities, all of them stranger than the next. I don't see why we shouldn't try again.
Alright, we listen, but the safe word's pineapple.
Fucking shove a pineapple up your ass.
Simone is just
I
gonna
know you fucking liar.
Simone is just gonna smack you across the back of the head,
Thank you.
and he's just gonna be like, listen, we understand what you're saying, but you need to make a better case. And Trav just kind of sits there for a second. What do you want from me? What do you want me to say, to do? Because you all need to work with me to survive what's coming.
What's coming, darling?
Sorry.
COVID.
Yeah. He takes his hand and just like kind of smears behind him, and this giant like view of almost the entire world on fire. Everything is in blazes. Everything is burning. And there are barely anyone alive. He goes, I don't know when this is happening, but I know it'll be at some point in the future. I am not going to spend my last few years just sitting in this hole doing nothing. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to kill whatever is coming for us. But I can't do it alone.
It's not the right spirit, darling. You're not believing in yourself enough.
He kind of gets in your face. Well, as much as he can for being a gnome, looking at your tiefling.
I crouched down.
How about you live 400 years? Tell me what it's like to watch everyone die.
I'm already 120 of that, and I boop him on the nose and stand back up.
Okay. He swings at you, but you kind of dodge it. Because I know your AC is higher than 11. And he just kind of, as he's walking past all of you and back to where he was, he just kind of looks and goes, how do you stand this one?
I'm going to say like this, and now I'm finally about to cast a concentration spell, and I'm going to cast polymorph on him.
On Crowley?
On Crowley, yes. He must make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Fails.
What do you
He
what do you make him?
he becomes Skylar, what would you like to become?
A pineapple.
No, it's
Well,
got to be a creature. He's got to turn into a creature.
A cat, because he's a pussy.
I want to know what Skylar wants.
/RD3. Hit.
Skylar.
Roll me a 1d3. I can't do it right.
Okay. You got a 3.
Snake.
Snake. He just becomes a purplish snake.
And I'm gonna crawl up the nearest person's pants leg.
Well, you have Simone and Alyx.
Alex.
I'm going to say, do not hit him or he will turn back.
Trav just kind of smiles. Says, "Okay, I like this one. This one's funny."
Is
Yeah,
Alex
I'm-
gonna do anything to stop me?
I'm trying to find what I can do.
Well, you don't attack him or he'll turn back.
I didn't mean to send that through.
Up it.
Yeah, I mean a snake only has fucking 2 HP.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. I was trying to find something to.
Now that's for a poisonous snake. I would like to iterate that I made him into a non-poisonous snake.
That's good.
I wasn't gonna fight anybody.
Still.
I'm not.
He's a little green gardener, but purple.
Still,
Wait,
I
if I'm
wanted
not
to
fighting
state that
anybody,
because you're you, Skylar.
I'm giving Jose a little love fight.
I'm fucking trying to find something. God damn it!
While he does that, I'm going to look at Trav and be like,
I have like 14 fucking thousand different fucking things to look at.
13,000 fucking different things.
I'm gonna look at Trav and I'm gonna say,
Hmm.
I have a few questions for you.
Go for it.
Do you know anything more of this?
All I know is that at some point
Wait. Where the fuck?
this, and he moves his hand behind again, and you see a school, like this pristine academy. He's like, this is where it starts. All I know is that when this school falls is when everything goes wrong. I don't know how it falls. I don't know anything about it. I've met the potential people. Yeah.
As the creator of this world, could I state something?
Yeah, go ahead.
If what he's talking about is based on the original campaign, which if anyone's listening, you have not seen anything about that yet.
No, this is just
actually,
a random school.
Let me just private message you this. Keep going.
Okay, just so you know, I'm coming up with most of this on the fly because I don't have lore.
You can continue.
He just kind of looks. This school, from what I've heard, is supposed to hold many magical people. Like, this is supposed to be the pristine school for magical types. I don't know what becomes of it, but I know it will fall, and that's when everything goes. Well, maybe. And he kind of like looks over it. And as he kind of like shows, actually, all of you make a perception check.
God damn it! I just closed it.
Why would you do that?
Well, I didn't close the page. If that's what you were saying.
I'm trying to go through like my spells is my deal right now.
Are you doing
Perception check?
Yeah. Are you doing Mage
Oh,
Hand to hold Skylar?
I'm pulling him out of my pants.
Okay. You do so. Just
I'm just holding him in the air right now.
yeah, you do that.
Wait, so he can reach in his pants with his mage hand?
Mage hand can
Mage hand
technically
doesn't
go
have to be
through
large.
things. Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be large.
No, it's just an invisible little hand.
Yeah.
So you do that.
Well-
And each of you, actually, because you rolled pretty well, each of you see that it's not entirely fire-based. Like, not all of the damage that is done is caused by fire. There's mostly fire, but you also see bits of acid, like buildings burned to the ground. Like acid burned to the ground.
Melted.
You see some of them frozen. And there are some frozen flames. No, it's not that either. Shush.
Okay, continue then.
But there are multiple damage types across this world.
Like steel fighting fairy.
And no, it's not the Chroma Conclave. Just because I know that's what Garrett said, but it's not that at all.
Yeah, I was thinking of it.
To be fair, like that's how it looks.
Yeah, I know, I
with all the
understand
other
that.
with all the other critical role references.
I'm not everything is critical role because I don't want Jose to be mad.
Fucking Chroma Conclave.
Look, I understand that you are a fan of Critical Role now. And I'm glad that you have something else that you like. But the sheer amount of references that you have decided to use is distasteful.
Oh, don't worry, I could do more.
Oh, we can all do more.
Plus,
Yeah.
plus Spencer, I know you gotta kind of be careful because whatever you put in, I then have to deal with, and I might be pissed at you about it.
I mean, you don't technically have to. This is just premonitions. Not everything is true.
True.
Because maybe someday there will be a group of adventurers that, I don't know, stop all the chaos from happening.
Maybe there
Well,
won't be.
Exactly.
Maybe
Crack shot.
they'll get held down in an arena somewhere by a bunch of plants and killed.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Maybe one
fucking
of
alternate timeline shit.
exactly
Alternate timeline
multiple
bullshit.
things could happen. But as he kind of like
One
as
of them
he
could turn into a banana.
as he braces off this illusion or imagery, he looks back at you all and just says, "Look, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I need help because if I do it myself, there's a good chance I'm just going to fall."
With an event this big, if this is what we have to try and stop, what makes you think that a group this small is going to be enough?
Well, I've tried talking to armies. I don't know anything about the armies here, Garrett. Help.
What do you need to know?
Like what kind of
Because remember, you guys actually do know quite a bit about the militaries.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything from them because it's been probably over a year since we did anything with them.
It has
Yes.
been over a year, so
It's been a
No, it's
while,
been roughly around a year.
year or two.
Because the last time we played, I was just moving into this house.
It's been since before I moved here, yeah.
So what do you need to know real quick?
Just basic military types. Who kind of runs military worlds?
So remember we have Oser, which is the like nation that is just military. You've got like Lytera, which is the like big religious thing that would have a religious-based military.
Your Crusaders.
You have Phi. You have Phi and Arya, which their military would mostly be made up of those monster hunters. You have Omandia, which is the pirates, and then for the rest of them, it's kind of just like basic military, except for Thylum, because that's merchants and that's all just hired mercenaries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their military is basically just a PMC.
I have the map pulled up in front of me, so
I'm just gonna say, that he
I
kind of
miss
repeats all
Tarsus.
of that. Yeah, I know. He just kind of
Talking to
repeats.
the militaries of Rosaire, the pirates.
Yeah. I have talked to so many people, and none of them would listen to me. Why do you think they wouldn't listen to me? I mean, look at me.
The way that you just said, I have talked to so many people. Like
Yeah.
he's like a teenager, like being frustrated. I've talked to so many people.
Well, that's what I'm
So
trying
many
to make Trav sound like a little bit. But none of them listen, because I'm just a small rock gnome that's 400 years old. People think I'm crazy. Which, to be
Well,
fair, I lured all of you here with coin.
well, you say you might be crazy, but we're fucking insane. You see our fucking group.
That's true.
I would like to look at him and go, but you're not telling us everything about you, are you? You're hiding something. The way that you were able to talk to me, that's beyond normal magic.
Actually, that was just pure coincidence. I didn't know you could hear me. I was just peeking in on you with scrying eye, and you just so happened to hear everything I was saying.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on that.
Do it.
Me too.
Go for it.
Me too.
E3.
You're a snake.
Damn.
And he heard it.
I mean, he still would have insight. It's just
Yeah,
he
but he's
can't
not
pick it.
rolling
That's
insight.
investigation. No, he rolled investigation.
Investigation.
I just opened my laptop back
Uh,
up. And
let me look.
um,
I would say, actually, let me roll for him, but I will do it with my actual dice. What is his modifier? Sorry.
Don't roll
Okay.
twice.
I can't see what I rolled.
You rolled a 13,
Oh.
but he's hard to read, but he seems pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of you.
What?
I would like to step up to here, where he is very clearly in my within 10 feet at least. Which I mean, he's 5 feet.
Well,
but,
yeah.
You know. And then I would like to cast the level 8 spell Anti-Magic Field.
Okay, how big is that field?
10-foot radius, invisible sphere of anti-magic surrounds you. It's divorced from the magical energy. Within the sphere, spells can't be cast, summon creatures disappear, and even magic items become mundane. So Skylar would become himself again.
Okay.
And the sphere moves centered on me.
And it's
Now.
10 foot, like, radius?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
anything that is created by a deity or is a deity is unaffected. So technically, based on the spell, like if I did try to like channel divinity, it would work, but I'm not. That's not my purpose here.
Would it cancel spells that he's already committed? Is my question. Or would it stop concentration? That's what I mean to ask.
It would not stop concentration, but it would stop spells as long as the spell is so focused here.
It is not so. As you cast this, nothing changes about Trav.
But let me make sure.
Yeah, just double check.
real quick.
Because if so, that elemental's gonna do some weird shit.
Oh, I get what you're going with that.
Oh, nope. Spell. Any active spell or other magical effect on a creature or object in the sphere is suppressed as long as the caster is within the field.
So that breaks any spells.
Yes.
Okay. So as you cast that, Crowley
So,
in
so even Barnes is uncharmed.
yeah. Crowley
Which you now know you're charmed. You were charmed.
Yeah.
Crowley's just floating there as Mage Hand has dropped. And Crowley stops from being a snake and just kind of plops on the ground just a little bit. And you see from the other side of the room the elemental's eyes turn back to normal. Like they're a little black with yellow pupils.
Does anything happen to Trav that I notice?
No. You see his concentration has kind of been off. Like his eyes kind of blink for a second. And
yeah, I'd probably recognize it.
Yeah. And he kind of looks over, and the elemental, like, kind of walks back and forth, then starts stepping towards all of you.
Oh shit!
You fucking stand right there, you big fucking walking pile of rock.
He holds out his hands for a second. The elemental does, and he's like, "Well, you hear this rocky voice just. Well, you hear wait, but in like sounds just like rocks pushing against each other." And he starts transforming, and he becomes your friend Sakuna. He just kind of goes, guys, wait, hold on. It's me. I was told that this guy, and he points to Trav. It's like, I was messaged by one of my family members. He said that this guy is messed up. Like, he is not okay. He has been demented for years. He has killed almost everybody that has come to this place. Trav just kind of looks towards all of you, looks back at Sakuna, and he goes, why does it always have to be the changelings?
None of us are perfect. We've killed so many. But
Yes, but the difference is that we killed people who we hate.
Huh?
Job's a job.
well, all of them went on job too, because they were trying to get the gold.
Yes, and they would be able to use the same excuse if they killed us.
Exactly.
He kind of looks up in your eyes, Reginald. He goes, I need you to believe me. I need help. I understand what your friend is saying, that I'm demented and crazy, but I have done all of this to prevent that world. This is my home.
I would like to look at him and look at everyone around and say, well, tell everyone around, let me speak to him alone. And then I point to him to like moving towards this corner.
Do the rest of you do anything?
And I'm going to drop concentration in the anti-magic field.
Okay.
If he does move with me, that is.
He nods his head and walks over
And I'm
to.
gonna stand right here in the corner. I'm gonna position myself in the corner so that hopefully, if he tries anything,
He'll
they can
stand
get to him.
right here. Sakuna just kind of walks a little bit closer.
And I'm going to lean in. And I am going to let me see which one's better to do.
All three.
I'm going to lean in like directly to his ear and cast Modify Memory.
Okay, what does this say for that?
It will be Wisdom saving throw of an 18.
Okay. He fails.
And I will tell him that what just happened when we came over here was that he agreed to tell us the truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay.
And to answer whatever questions that we have.
Okay. He kind of blinks his eyes as your energy crosses over him. And he kind of just continues to blink. He steps back for a second. Right. Yeah. So what were your questions? I don't remember. Oh God.
Yep.
Hi. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I
How are
don't-
you doing?
I don't know what happened. Everything just shut off.
Yeah,
Like-
you did know what happened. The internet died.
You went quiet and we're like, did he die? This is the first.
No, it's not. Shut up.
Yeah, it's usually me.
Yeah, because you said he blinks and then you die.
Yeah, it just died.
Yeah, no, as I was talking, I saw the no connection on Roll20 and I was like, wait, what? I scroll over to Discord and it has like 5,000 ping. I don't know what happened
Don't feel
because
bad.
the hotspot
Don't
is
feel bad because
fine.
multiple times when I've had to like get up and mute my mic for a second in the middle of DMing, I've come back and I've started DMing again and then been like, oh shit, my mic's muted and like I've been DMing for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all of us. Like,
Yeah. So, anyway, sorry. He's blinking, and as he kind of looks at you with your energy done, he goes, "Right. What was your question? I don't remember."
And I kind of turn him around and I kind of like, grab him by his shoulder and kind of like inch him around. And I'm just like, go ahead and tell everybody the truth, what you just told me you were going to say.
Right. Well. He kind of like scratches his head for a second. Well, so, like I said, I've been watching you guys since the beginning. Because I saw you all
You're dying.
as...
You're dying. You're dying.
Heck.
You started to die again.
Yeah, he left a while.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me try again. So, he just kind of like blinks and goes, yeah, right. Um, so I've been watching you guys since you first got together. And hold on, it's dying.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
We all just love a dead Spencer.
Why is this happening?
Why did he turn off the light?
But he... What is happening? Discord, fix your shit.
It's Discord.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what Discord is later.
You'll get to know that when you're an adult.
But I'm 98 years old. Damn, I'm fucking old enough.
When two people love each other very much but hate TeamSpeak.
Oh, wow.
Up.
Yep. When Skype stopped working. So he
Once upon a
goes,
time,
yeah,
Skype and TeamSpeak loved each other very much.
he goes into
All right,
this
continue.
long conversation about how he's been watching you guys since you first started, and saw each of you as very potential host for what he has planned.
And what do you have planned?
Is it a tea party?
So, what?
What do you have planned?
Can you turn him into a snake again?
No. Tell us what you have planned.
There are numerous. Why? You rolled damage for nothing.
Oh,
His ego.
You did.
oh, I
His
didn't
ego.
His
I was
ego.
Who else? You're the only one that rolls shit like this.
I didn't even touch my top.
But he kind of looks to all of you and he goes, that evil force I was talking about, you know, with all the acid, fire, and ice. Those are some of the gods. That is their power. But if we put them into host, we don't have to worry about that. And each of you have potential. You already, pointing to you, Reginald, you already have the power of a god. You are its champion, are you not?
I speak for Croatil.
And that's it?
That's all you need to know.
Well, each of you have the power to be of the gods. I've seen it. My allies weren't so lucky, as we tried it with them.
And why didn't you try it on yourself?
He gives you a look in the eye. And you see the kind of light of, I don't know how to describe it well. Roll a religion check.
Me?
I think you are the only one that might be good at that. Well,
Not this time. Or, well, unless you want to give me advantage on it, but
let's say because you are, yeah, I'll give you advantage. Okay,
Garrett, I
that's
think I need something.
well. I mean,
that works.
to be fair, he is a cleric. You see in his eyes there is a glow of may Marriott. How do I say this? Mary
Which one?
Mairoca.
Myroka.
Okay, you see the hint of Marioka's power, and he says, "See, I already did, and I am the only one lucky enough to have passed." That's why I know all of you are good, because it is your fate.
I would like to look at everyone and say, who of you are comfortable wielding the power of gods? Truthfully.
I mean, I'm married to you.
Have you seen the smile, darling? I do it daily.
Uh,
Atlas says nothing at first, before slowly
Atlas?
stepping closer.
Atlas?
Or Alex. Fuck.
Atlas.
Party?
I fucking
Yeah, I didn't even pick up on that at first. Also, Garrett, I know exactly which one Crowley would be.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say this. I know this is your thing, Spencer, but
Yeah.
this is where, like, if this went through, this is where my overarching power has to come back in.
Oh yeah, no, I'm letting you fully describe some of this. But you see kind of because they're not here. You see Simone just kind of nodding his head. It's like, well, I always felt like I wasn't enough for some things. But maybe what do we know? Like, are we actually able to do this?
it's not too uncommon for entities more powerful than us to seek out vessels. Otherwise, they have no control over the main realm. Right?
The thing is the thing he is talking of. It does not mean that you are going to become the god.
No.
We're giving ourselves to the
But we would all essentially act as their champions to replace them. Eventually.
an heir to their throne.
In a sense. I've been acting as Mayakas for a while now. She leads me to certain things. She led me to all of you.
I have not served anyone that long. And that sense of direction is something that I deeply miss.
You deeply what?
Miss.
Oh. You see Sakuna just kind of take a breath. He's like, so, this is really what you wanted to do with all of us? Just use us as God's puppets? How do we even know that Trav can be trusted? He kind of looks at you, Reginald. He's like, do you trust him?
Wait, what?
He looks at you and says, do you trust him?
I do. Now, granted, I'm the only one that right now knows that he is fully telling the 100% truth.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk over to my husband and I'm going to raise his faceplate and give him a kiss and say, I trust you with my life. That's why I married you. So if this is the right way, let's do it together.
But I don't know if this is the right way.
She ought to call.
And then with that, I'm going to spend my last 4th level spell slot and cast Divination again.
Okay. You see the same time slows down. Vines just creeping out from all over the place. And sunlight just appearing out of nowhere. As you see your goddess appear in front of you.
I am going to, in this slowed, non-realistic time, drop down to my knees. And say, Croatil, you've guided my way for many years. Seen me through obstacles that I should have never been able to cross. You even silenced me when I tried to turn against you. But I ask, now that I have regained your trust, would this be an unforgivable transgression against the gods to rip away their power of choosing their own champions and force their way into that title? For I know I have earned yours, but the rest of them, I fear have not. So would this be an unforgivable transgression against the gods?
She looks over at you, looks over at Trav, and his slowed state. The workings of his goddess are higher than most, but this would not be against us. If his premonitions are true, or what could be, We must act with everything we have. And she kind of you've seen her from a bit away. Like she's always been that blinding light in the sky. But she kind of lands right in front of you. Like on the steps, on the ground, and kind of touches your face.
So I'm able to see her perform.
Yeah, her full form.
Does she? I have a question. Does she take on a human-like form, or does she stick to the treant form that most people depict her as?
She appears as that treant form. And just a treant, dark brown, just...
You died.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
But she does appear in that form. And as she lifts your head up, god dang it. As she lifts your head up, you look into her eyes. And she is asking you to trust her. And trusting him.
I tell her that I will.
As you say you will, she kind of... I can see it going down. Okay. She kisses your forehead. And you feel the warmth of this goddess.
Get a splinter in my forehead.
Garrett, where is the dent on your head?
It's at the back right.
Okay. As she kind of starts floating away, you feel something at the back of your head. It feels...
It's another bump.
feels like it's pushing out in a weird way. And
I reach back to feel it.
when you come out of your slowed state, you notice and you feel, and Barnes, because you're standing right there, it's no longer...
It's a little baby treant.
It's no longer dented. It is a fully formed turtle head.
Nice.
There's no longer a dent in your partner's head.
How did this happen?
Throw it to. Throw it to. Is what did it.
Okay, out of character.
Yeah.
With the way the helmet was, you couldn't remove the helmet because of the dent, right?
Yes.
Can I try to remove the helmet?
Yeah?
I mean, I don't stop you.
Okay, well, back in character. I'm going to remove his helmet. I'm going to feel.
You feel a normal,
And
perfectly normal head.
and as I'm doing it, I want Reginald to look at me and just see tears of happiness flow down my face.
I stop him and say, if we are to do this, we should let the fates decide everything now.
Yeah.
We shouldn't wait.
Like I said, I trust you. I trust you with my life, and I've done it multiple times.
Trev reaches out his hand, just palm up, and he goes, "Okay, who would like to go first?"
Now, I have a question. Do
Yeah.
I need to do this, or is my character already chosen to be the champion?
You are technically already chosen. That kiss on the forehead sealed it.
Then for each one of these, if you do make it a roll, like I messaged you
Yeah.
about, I will try to pray during the thing to try to boost.
Okay.
But yeah, whoever's going first, I guess.
Yes, I'll go.
Oh,
It's up to y'all.
alright.
So, oh my god, the ping. So he holds his hand out, and Trav, or not Trav, Rangrim, are you walking up first?
Yep.
Okay. You touch his hand. You feel this surge of energy. Let's see. Roll.
DND.
Well, let me see. Because I might need you to help me pick which one he would get, because given his character. Roll.
I've got a couple in mind that I'm thinking of.
Roll me a d20. If it's 15 or above, it succeeds, and we pick your god.
Really.
Now remember, I am praying right now, so
You, with him praying, you would get advantage.
Of course. 5-10.
Yeah. Let me actually look at something. Let me look at your sheet. Damn it, you are not good. The spell doesn't fully connect. And you think maybe you're just not good right now? But maybe you could try again in a second.
I guess nobody wants to pick me just yet, so I guess I'll wait.
You kind of step back for a second. Anybody would like to go next?
I will.
Yeah, Garrett, just give me what you think everybody would be good for.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And Jose, I will let you, because you asked, I'll let you look at the options.
Well, I mean,
We already know for him actually, Spencer.
Oh, well then,
yeah.
just roll your 2d20s.
2d20s.
Because there's no one thematically that I would rather go with.
Okay.
Two d20s, right?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Let me look at something for you. Actually, from this point on, we're just gonna make it religion checks. So I'll add your. Yeah, I looked at yours already, Barnes.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's not great.
But you do meet it,
Well, then
because I
we-
said 15 and over, because your religion is +3.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I still get it.
Yeah. So let me.
Do you need me to describe this, Spencer, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yours
Player kind of
is, yeah.
taking the reins here.
You're the DM of this
Creator
universe.
taking the reins here.
Yeah, creator.
Yeah, creator taking reins.
Around Alyx, the room kind of envelops into darkness. And in the far corner, you see a tall, definitely male build figure dressed head to toe in just black leather. And the words appear into your head. Follow the mask, for it will lead you to me. And then everything begins to pull back.
Alyx kind of stares at the corner for a moment longer, taking a second to gather his thoughts before taking a slow step aside.
I
think-
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I have a pad.
Trav just kind of looks at you. He goes, I could see it. Makes sense. He kind of looks to you, Rangrim. He goes, you want to try again?
I'll wait.
Skylar, would you like to
I'll
go?
let one of the others go first.
Skylar. Somebody want to wake up Skylar? Okay. I guess Sakuna kind of steps forward. Kind of goes, I don't know about this. Changelings are mostly seen as bad guys, but sure, I'll go for it. And he touches Trav's hand. Oh, I gotta make the rolls. That's right. Advantage. Are you just praying over everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, dear heavens.
He didn't roll so well, did he?
He has a -1 to religion, so I was like, ooh. That's for Sakuna, so let's see. What do you think, Garrett?
Um,
I'm thinking
I
I'm thinking a little bit of the bottom one, like the last one in the list you sent me.
the one that begins with a K.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think that fits his character's personality, I mean, you know the two characters' personalities better than I do.
Yeah. I will say that kind of works.
Okay, we won't have to describe it just because obviously.
No, sir.
But the energy from Trav.
Could you
Huh?
send his name into the chat so that I can put it down on my main Pantheon notes for future references.
Yes. God, I'm dying.
Good.
We all are.
Yeah.
Skylar, you little piece of shite. Wake the fuck up. I'm gonna come take all your beer.
Take that $2 tequila.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the $2 tequila as well.
Yeah, you missed that whole thing, Garrett. So
Skylar.
Sakuna kind of steps back after seeing what he sees. He goes, "Okay, that actually helps."
But yeah, just whenever you can.
Yeah, I'll
Unless you
add
already
that.
did. Oh. Does he have a last name?
Nope.
Okay.
That's literally how he made him.
Well, his last name, because he snoozes, he loses, is now Matata.
Sakuna Matata.
That's how the
Hakuna
gods
Matata.
recognize him, at least.
Okay. So he kind of steps back.
Why do I feel like I just gained a name?
So, do you want to go now, Barnes, or do you want Simone to go?
Skylar now. If he's back.
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
Advantage. Hopefully.
Yeah, you put your hand back on Trav's. And
Dirty 20.
the energy starts flowing through you. Do you want him to roll? How about another d20? Odds are the first one,
Yeah.
evens are the second one.
Yeah, that works.
Barnes roll a... Yeah, there.
So evens.
Yep.
So second one. So.
Yep.
So the one that Reginald is praying for.
Yep. If you would like to describe it.
So Your eyes close, and when they open again, you envision yourself in a great field filled with crops galore. And an older man, very tall, very slim, with very long flowing white hair,
Kendo.
is standing there looking at you, and he goes, "As I have foreseen in time, and as time has allowed it to be, my champion stands before me. I am Paylord. I am certain you will have many questions for me along your journey.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid to ask, for I will answer. For my light shines everywhere, across the multiple planes." And then it all fades really quickly.
Oh shit, that was a bad trip. Bad trip, good trip. Some kind of fucking trip. I gotta sit down for a minute. Whew.
Simone kind of steps up after you do that. It's like, well, I've been with you guys long enough. I guess I trust you, Reginald, if you trust him. Let's just do it.
I do.
And he puts his hand on. Don't suck. Okay.
Alright.
So,
I think I have an idea, and you tell me if this does not match his personality, but it's just because of how he has acted.
yeah,
And,
I'll also put that for you.
in this little thing, how his character has acted.
Yeah, I wish the two of them were actually here to play them, but you know. Yes, that was the one I was looking at.
Okay.
So as the energy flows through him, you just kind of see him back off a little bit, kind of like rubbing his eyes. It's like, okay, weird. Okay. Now I guess we roll for Skylar.
Yeah, whatever he gets, he's stuck with it.
Well,
Yeah, but he's not going to get to know the description now, which he would have loved.
yeah,
Sucks.
because the one I sent you I think is pretty good for him.
Yeah, because
Well,
mine was in between that one and
The last one.
no, and this one.
Oh, that would have
For
been
me, it was in between those two.
yeah, that would have been good. But he rolls. Oh,
Is Skylar going to be the only one that doesn't get it? Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, I might love that.
you know what? Just because he's not here, I'll roleplay it. Crowley just saunters up, like slides his hand across Trav's, just starts kind of playing with his hand. After Trav kind of gives him a look, he's like, "Fine, darling, I'll touch it." As he places his hand, nothing happens. You see nothing.
I'm like barely even praying for him. I'm like doing like that. Thank you, Lord, for this food we are about to receive. That is like like a super basic prayer.
It's the kind of prayer where you're just repeating "Amen" repeatedly.
Yeah.
Trav just kind of looks up at him and he's like, wow, even the God I think would pick you is not wanting you right now. That's how bad this is. Do we want to give Crowley another try?
Nah.
I mean, only fair.
For thematic purposes and for future campaign stuff's sake, I would like to.
Okay.
Yeah, for fairness, I gotta retry.
That's also.
Yeah. Crowley just goes, well, let me just try again. Like, spits in his hands, starts rubbing them together. He's like, okay, now we'll try it.
I actually start praying this time.
And he bardic inspirations himself. Just so he can succeed.
That's good. I mean, we're right here at the end. These are the final few rolls of this one shot. So I mean,
Yeah.
throw everything you got.
What is a bardic inspiration at 14th level? Is that a D12 or is that a D10?
I'll check.
Because I don't know for certain. Oh wait, I have it right here on the sheet.
Motherfucker.
At 10th level, it's a... Okay, so it's a D10.
Yep.
He didn't really need it. So, the energy now is shifting all through his body. And let me do the exact same thing. So that was an odd. So he goes...
Actually, I think going with the one that you said. I think in total I like that better.
Yeah. Well, that was the one that would be odd.
I was just saying that there was an argument for the other one.
Yeah. But if you would... well, do you want to describe it since he's not here?
I want to know.
Okay.
I want to know. I am intrigued.
You know what? Because of the way that this god is, and you know, this kind of thing is usually like boisterous and everybody's got to know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone sees the room fade to black until a single, like, sort of like seeming spotlight hits a section where there is a short human with short black hair, but you can't tell if it's a male or a female. But they are kind of wearing sort of something similar to like a Phantom of the Opera type mask. And, they look out at everyone and goes, now I need a volunteer from the crowd.
The purple one wants to do it.
Oh yes, darling. Of course it's me.
And then it reaches out its hand. And whenever their hands meet, if he reaches out and touches the hand,
We're just gonna say he does.
that is when power fully goes in. And then everyone watches as it fades away, and Crowley is just standing there still with his hand out, shake.
as he kind of backs up, because he has now been touched, Trav just kind of looks around the room. He's like, "Okay, this feels right. Does it feel right to all of you?"
I'm
Now,
still grasping what's going on.
now, I would like for Reginald to say that he does not feel that everyone should be able to roam free with the power that they possess.
He says this out
And I
loud.
would like, yes. And then he says, I am sorry to everyone, and I am going to begin divine intervention.
Okay.
And the thing that I'm going to ask for is for all of us. All, how many is it of us? 6, 7?
Well, 7 including Trav.
Yes, I'm including Travis. To be locked away in a fake plane of existence that is just the same as the normal world, but it is not. It is fake until our powers are needed. So we
Trav,
would all still be together in this fake world, and I would like for no one. I would like to ask for no one to remember it.
Trav just kind of looks at you. Yeah, that is what fate said you would do. Sakuna and Simone kind of nod their heads in agreement. Crowley is just smiling and playing with himself.
I still have my bike.
Or actually, could I pray that Reginald is the only one that remembers this? I want to see if you will let me do this because of something like kind of wholesome, meaningful that I kind of want to do. I'll message it to you real quick.
Also, I've just muted Skylar, so I don't have to hear the background noise.
Thank you.
Well, I've muted him for myself. I don't think it mutes it for everybody.
Like bitch.
I mean, technically Garrett could server mute him.
Good.
Or we could just kick him from the cult. That's also an option.
Yeah, you could just do that.
I will in just a second.
Because he's not here. Well, so you guys avoided a hell of a fight. Like, I'm just telling you that now.
We.
I will allow that.
I think I like to think that's kind of like a nice.
Yeah.
So you could take back over to finish this up.
Yeah. So, as Reginald starts casting the spell, you all lose all memory of what just happened. Like, the last thing you all just kind of like open your eyes, there's all the gold and platinum. And Trav just kind of goes, "See, I told you we'd find it all. Come, let's get our spoils."
Oh, I would like to point out because I don't know if Spencer's going to hit it or not.
Oh yeah,
Reginald
I
is
was
wearing his helmet again.
yeah, I was getting there.
Okay.
The helmet still being on you, and Barnes, you have no memory of what anything just happened other than you found the gold. You
We
all
got gold.
you all revel in the gold, seeing all your friends together once again with this new ally that you found in Trav.
I'm Scrooge McDuck in this shit.
Y'all just kind of jump in the gold like Squidward did with all the Krabby Patties that one time.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
And as you're
Reginald sits in the corner just silently.
would you say Trav knows?
I will allow Trav to know, yes.
Trav looks over to you, gives you a wink, and just starts going about the gold. And that is where we're gonna end the one shot. And let Garrett do whatever he wants when we go to that campaign.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back and play Tursus.
I'll leave your one-shot
Are you
characters.
doing
Nice.
Tursus again?
Hey, y'all can like I told y'all can redo the same characters. Y'all can do new characters. It don't matter to me.
Would you guys like to see the map that you completely missed out on?
Sure.
Nah.
Let me pull the entire map. So, I had all these little rooms set aside. Like up here, there, because there were teleporters for each of you specifically that were going to deal with your fears.
Oh.
Of course.
Now I had
See, I
a
remember you asking about that, and I was like, nothing happened with this.
well, we somebody didn't let me get there. And
Yeah, Skylar.
I mean technically it was both him and Garrett.
Look, Spencer, I'm going to tell you, I am both very happy with this character, but I also fear this character
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because like I told them when you died, this shows how actually like powerful like true magic users can be.
Oh yeah. Like there was a water portion that was just gonna have that had a 1 in 6 chance of being Sakuna because he is the only one with water breathing. But Trav was gonna give you all a run for your money if you fought him, because Sakuna tried to fight him, and he got mind controlled.
Can we see his stat block?
Sure. I will show it to all of you. Oh, I have to. Okay, all of you should be able to look at it now.
Oh no, just the bio.
Really?
Yeah.
Womp
Did-
womp.
I got a question. Did you take this design off of Chetney's?
Oh, absolutely.
I know it. Off of fucking Chetney.
What do you think the voice was
Chetney
for?
Puckapee.
The
I was
voice.
sitting here thinking, like, this motherfucker's really doing Chetney.
Holy fuck!
Oh yeah. No, I had Trav
Yeah, I
equipped.
didn't remember this morning.
Oh, fuck.
Expeditious retreat. Oh god.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay, so
had
here-
Trav equipped,
Oh,
and
oh fuck! He was a school of evocation.
uh-huh.
I love you, Spencer, but like I just took your entire fucking thing and just like reamed it over.
Oh yeah. You know, I
Fucking
had
Christ.
so like look at delayed blast fireball. I had that planned.
Prismatic spray sucks. Time stop.
Uh-huh. I had so many things, and I was ready. Also,
Well, at least we got the finish.
to tell you
I'm shocked he
guys something
I'm shocked
else.
he never. I'm shocked he never saw me as a threat and tried to modify my memory.
No, he was genuinely interested in you guys helping him. I was thinking, Trav was not wanting to fight you. He wanted you guys to see that he was good and that he could be helpful. Like, because this threat could happen in the future, but he wants to make sure it's not possible. And Garrett, the one thing I had planned if you guys did fight him, you were going to be in the prismatic sphere, but you had, when you told me you had Dimension Door, I was like, crap, he can teleport out of it. I was going to put it around Rangrim, so you would have to go try and get him.
I want to tell everybody that like Reginald's like ending story changed like 7 different times over the course of us just playing.
Yeah. Also,
Because
all of that last
originally-
bit made up.
Because originally he was going to like just betray fucking everybody and run off with Rangrim.
Yeah, he did tell me he was just gonna leave y'all if things went bad. But also
But then I changed that.
to tell you guys a little bit of what would have happened if you failed those deck saves. If you had rolled a 20, like a natural 20, you would have kept all of your gear from being teleported, and you would have gotten a mysterious item that I would have had to roll for. If you rolled really well, you would have kept all of your armor and weapons like normal. If it was average, you would have lost your armor and weapons but had a little backpack to pick up like you did at the very beginning. But if you rolled really low, no armor, no weapons for the entire rest of it.
I am sorry to any one of us that made like a build specifically for combat.
Mm-hmm. That's why,
AKA me.
yeah, I told Jose, I was like, you may come into combat, so you can make it however you want.
I mean, you told me that you told me the same thing.
Yeah.
I still ended up primarily focusing on my stuff being about like trap avoidment
Yeah.
because I thought we were going to be going through a lot more traps than just teleporting away.
Well, there were traps.
We had the one lever one that I just pulled the lever on.
There was other traps that I didn't get to describe to you because Garrett ran through them. Like, I didn't even get to describe the second hallway that is to the right, like this one. There were multiple glyphs on the ground that could burn you, that could teleport you somewhere else that could make you, die. But no.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that one was just kind of, oh, we avoided that one in general.
Yeah, because you were on the 3-minute timer, so you were free.
Yeah.
And also, for the teleporting stuff, if you had rolled a natural 1 on the teleport, no weapons, no armor, and you would have had half health.
Okay.
Oh, there went Skylar.
Oh, okay. I thought
Okay. So
I thought that was Garrett unceremoniously leaving the call again.
No, not yet.
Yeah, this was 2 months of planning. Well,
when
actually,
we do go back to the Pandacia,
All to get reamed by a guy and a couple of spells.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's almost like I've set up elaborate boss fights and then had someone shoot them.
Once.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, my server thing got corrupted, so I'm just gonna turn off my laptop now.
Oh,